Fay's mental energy seems to have been awakened, and it's similar to the old days now. What's so amusing? His feelings haven't changed over the years. Maybe you have mixed feelings? Don't be stupid. By the way, what about Ramses? You want him to bring her back? Too late. Kara's already left. I really want to say it's a waste of time, but I guess it's alright. He probably made it easier to control it. Nevertheless. What? How could you continue to fight without a chance of winning? Isn't that what you want? Thought I induced you to feel that way. But we're almost there. Our only actual example of success. Let's take good care of him. What her true intentions are, I don't even know. We're going. This place will be gone soon. I agree. We should do Kara a favor and save him, shouldn't we? So the Executor, again who's only shown up one other time, is none other than Ming, whose intentions are clear to be to screw with us. Ellie, are you okay? Ellie! Ellie, have you come to your senses yet? Satan? Maria? Yeah. We were saved when we were thrown into the sky. The rest of my crew were ready to pick us up in the Yggdrasil right now. Oh. Fay? What about Fay? Is he on the Yggdrasil too? Solaris! That red gear? What's going on, Satan? What happened to Fay? Calm down, Ellie. Fay is alright. So he's already on the Yggdrasil, right? Maria? Calm down, Ellie. Listen. Fay is riding in that gear. That gear is actually Watal's true form after transformation. What?! Another Fay within him has awakened. Fay and Id are the same person. You're kidding! I don't believe that! I'm not lying. We saw it with our own eyes. The very sight of him turning into Id. Stop! Stop! Ah! Fay is Id? Don't be ridiculous. Well then, Solaris. Too bad your damn shields are down. Great thing is, Id's probably just destroying it for fun, not because he's trying to do anything to help us. Quick, take cover! The Solarian-based energy descending upon the upper atmosphere is equivalent to a reactive weapon. Wow. We're gonna get caught up in it? Yggdrasil, keep moving! And don't go into the hangar deck, there's a giant hole in the roof. Holy crap. All those people are dead. And not just like the upper class citizens. Like the worker bees also. I doubt anyone saved them. I guess it's possible some of the military could have flown away, but... Phew! We made it. Somehow. What the... It's the red gear! It's coming this way! Damn! We're spotted! Ellie? Satan, what now? What should we do? Huh? What? You're asking me what to do? There's someone on the deck. It's... Ellie? What? No, Ellie! Return immediately! I'm going to do this, so please, allow me to do it. It's too dangerous. I know, but it's just like when Fay put his life on the line to save me. It's my turn to save Fay. As long as it helps him, I don't care what happens to me. Ellie... Fay. You've come to die, eh? Yes. If that is what will satisfy you, then kill me. Now. Huh. Good girl. Now die! Let go! Fay, I won't ever let go! Fay, please return to the real Fay! Gah! What? Fay, please! This woman. I knew it. Ellie? Damn it! He's awakening! Oh, your crazy plan worked. I am sorry. I did not want to say anything until I was sure. I was on a secret mission by orders of Emperor Cain to monitor Fay. He ordered me to determine whether Fay would be a threat to the world or not. The contact. This is what the Emperor calls Fay. This is your conclusion? Yes, Your Majesty. That is the answer that I chose myself. Unwinnable. You think you can do it? Yes. Humans have potential. Managers are no longer needed. The contact is not our enemy. Yes. As you say, Your Majesty. If Fay is... Then I leave it up to you. I atone for my crimes by doing so. Ananobel, the long-awaited man of God, who will take the people born of this world with him to a new horizon. Such is the destiny of the contact. That is what the Emperor called Fay. He did not tell me why he called Fay that, though. Who the heck is he, then? He is Fay. But he is also the one who destroyed Uri, caused Kain serious injury, sank the Yggdrasil, killed Rico's subordinate in Kislev. Need I continue further? He is Id. What did you say? Id? What do you mean? He, Fay that is, has dissociative identity disorder, also known more commonly as multiple personalities. Dissociative identity disorder, or multiple personalities. It is a mental disorder where one person has multiple personalities. That can't be real. It really can't. Oh, but it is very real. Fay is living proof of it. I have been watching over Fay, who has a destroyer personality within him named Id. In the beginning, he was stable. His disassociation did not occur at all while he was living in Lahan for those 3 years. But then, after Lahan was attacked, things changed. Little by little, a number of incidents of his disassociation and their lengths began to increase. And then at Solaris, a complete manifestation of Id occurred. What brought it about? He was fine when he was in Lahan, right? My guess is that the appearance of Graf somehow affected Fay. You probably know that Fay worked with Graf as the assassin Id before he was brought to live in Lahan. It was then that Elru, the homeland of Domina, was utterly obliterated. Graf was intentionally provoking the manifestation of Id within, for want of a better word, Fay. For what purpose? To destroy God. That is what Graf was saying. That is all I know, although there might be more to it. But one thing is certain. Graf was encouraging the manifestation of Id, but did not have adequate control over him. In other words, it was too much for him to handle? Yes. You said that's all that you know, although there might be more to it. What did you mean by that? I shall go on to explain now. Actually, that is the most important point. There is nothing you can do. You understand well. Just as I suspected, Satan. Or was it Doc? I have been wanting to meet you, Id. I just wanted to talk with you. I guess it is all due to this machine which has cut the nervous connections. Anyway, what is Fay doing as of now? Fay? Which Fay do you mean? There is more than one? Id? The one you call Fay is asleep. Sleeping? When I am awake, he sleeps. That is why he has no memory of what I do. Why does he not know? It's obvious. He is my subordinate. He cannot peer into my memories. He should not, in actuality, exist. That man forcibly created his personality. Fay is a tenant in the room of a coward. That man? Our father, Khan. He sealed up my personality in the deepest recesses of my consciousness. Through some inexplicable reason, that is when the present Fay was born. When you said cowardice, what did you mean? Why ask about him? You think you can do something? It is rare to be able to talk to a real schizophrenic. As a scholar, I'm extremely intrigued. With friends like you, Ed Doc. I like you, Satan, but he is insignificant. After all, he is just a failure. A coward like him does not deserve to be Fay's existence. A pathetic one who always fled from reality. He never did one thing against me when I was in control of him. A coward who refuses to live. He should have been erased, but he continues to exist! Why won't he disappear? Damn it. It makes my skin crawl just being in the same body as him. Let us change the subject. I would like to know how and why your personalities were split. Since you are the one who is in control, I assume you would know the story. Normally, personalities do not split as if they did with you. Unless there is some sort of past trauma. You want me to talk about my memories? Don't misunderstand. I haven't given you the right to question me. Just because I'm held down by this machine, don't press your luck. If I really wanted to, I could break these restraints and crush you. Don't you forget it. Then why do you not? Shall I tell you why? You do not have complete control over Fay, do you? Your control of him is incomplete. To break those bonds would require a tremendous amount of mental energy. Having used up your energy, Fay would just return again. Basically, you would have to leave the stage. Obviously, the day in which you would be able to return is intermediate. Hence, you will not do it. Am I mistaken? So you know me too well. I don't have complete... What is wrong, Id? You forced me on the stage. He's waking. Under normal circumstances, I would have been able to hold on. But I can't. This is all that woman's fault. Her existence makes Fay resist. You mean Ellie? That woman. The same. Everyone. Must. Eliminate. I do not understand. I do not understand, Id. You don't need to understand. But when the time comes, just take it as it comes. Reality and death. I'll eventually get to you. Be seeing ya. The emotional portions of Fay's present personality was sealed up by his father through some method. And now with the cleared foundation of Id's personality, in computer terms, it is like constructing a mock personality on top of a compatible portion of an OS. Yes, I'm sure all of these people understand your computer analogies, Dag. That is the reason Fay has no memory of his past. Those 10 or so years of his memory are under the supervision of Id. As long as Id does not willingly hand over those memories, there is no way for Fay to know, since he did not even exist before the time Id was sealed up. The present Fay's personality is an underdeveloped one, which was built upon it. The 3 years of living in Lahan, studying, and requiring other people's reactions. Hence, he did not know how to fully cope with sudden or emotional situations. Ellie, you are the one who spent the most time with Fay, so I would assume that you would understand this. Were there not times when he would be psychologically unstable? For example, would he be manically depressed and then have sudden fits of rage? Yes. Then his present personality is but only a temporary one. That is not what I'm saying. The present Fay is one single personality. It's just that structure-wise, his personality was constructed on top of Id's, hence placing Fay at a lower hierarchy. That is why when Id is active, Fay has no recollection of it. And that means he eventually might be taken over by Id? Yes, if it were only Id and Fay, but that does not seem to be the case. Id only manifests when Fay's mental energy is in a weakened state. It is a mystery in itself that the lower-level personality of Fay has any control of the upper-level personality of Id. It is obvious that there exists a third personality. Id calls that existence the Coward. In my observations, this Coward may be the fundamental personality of Fay. In other words, Id's manifestation is not controlled by Fay, but is controlled by a personality known as the Coward. Then that means what? At the same time Id resents the Coward, he obviously fears it. From a certain point of view, This coward is the one assisting in keeping the present Fay in control. I do not know the reason why this third personality, excuse me, Fay's fundamental personality, does not come out. If this one awakens, it will become one with Id. In other words, there is a possibility that the complete original personality may be restored. Is that for sure? Probably, but I do not know how to awaken it. Before I had an opportunity, it disappeared, and he has been like that since. Basically, as long as nothing happens to Fay that would challenge his existence, Fay can become himself. But his surroundings do not allow him that opportunity. It would be best for him to live in a place that is peaceful. That is Lycan. No, the Dark One. Graf's second advent. We must restrain and seal him, otherwise, we don't know what will occur. Cease this at once. May we at least wait for Wise Man to return before we make any resolutions? Although a tactician, why do you place so much importance on him? I have been silent all this time since Khan's death, since he was directly reciprocated by the Queen. However, I question why you would use such a person whose principles lack any understanding of sacrifice. Well, that is... You must look at reality, the existence of that power. Hold on. What's this Graf's second advent? The day of the collapse was brought upon by Graf. Graf's manipulated Diablos into destroying the world. And that power within Id is far too similar to Graf's. We cannot allow such a hazard to be set free. He ought to be immediately frozen in carbonite. Otherwise, expect the worst at any moment. No, but isn't that present Fay the real Fay? If that's the case, then why? But he is still far too dangerous. Think about it. He single-handedly annihilated Solaris capital. He can't be set free. Not only that, in the past, there were countless other cities destroyed by Id. I don't know their intention, but Graf and Krelian were always involved somehow. And one of those incidences was Elru. That was Domina's homeland. Solaris' purging of the rebelling cities of Elru was done by the use of Id, to test his capabilities. As a result, not only was Elru taken down, all the Solaris units were wiped out. He's responsible for Yggdrasil's and Art. So he was the one who killed my subordinates in the sewers. What's wrong with you, R? Aren't we supposed to be his friends? It appears everyone else is in agreement. The risks are just too great. Satan! No, that's terrible. It's decided then. He will be scheduled for carbonite freezing. Tomorrow. I heard about it from Doc. Id. Who would have ever thought that lies within me? Another me. But you're the same Fay that I've always known. You return to your own self. Please don't be obsessed with it. They say I'm the second advent of Graf? The one who destroyed all of this world? It seems Graf used a land dweller named Lycan. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just confused by your powers. Graf called me the one who would destroy God. In a way, I understand what he means now. Though my id power isn't good enough, if it has the same quality as Graf's. Let's escape. If Graf or the war brings out Ed, let's go to a place where no wars exist. If you did that, you'd be... That's right. I don't have a place to go back to either. Thanks, Ellie, but no. Even if I left the battlefield, there's no guarantee that it'll never appear again. Besides, I tried to kill you. You're still okay with that? Then you could have killed me if you really wanted to, right? The other you, Id's power is nothing like that. But you still didn't go through with it. You knew when it was enough. Isn't that because your will was in effect? If you're being controlled by Id and all those around you become your enemies, I'd still be by your side because I know it's lonely to be by yourself. I'll open it now. Let's go, Fay. Ellie. We really gonna do this? By the way, way to have an hour-long cutscene. What the hell? Throw up a save point, jerkwads. I thought it was time for you to come. It's no use trying to stop me. Even if it's you. If you get in my way, then I'll have no choice but to... That is not the way for a lady to speak. I just came here to see you off. Our refueled Ratal. We're ready to go anytime. Satan? But, Ellie, you cannot use your gear while it is under repairs. What? Then what am I... You know that Omni-gear? What if you were to borrow it? No way! We can't take Solaris' property without permission. Ellie is the only appropriate person for the gear. Nobody else can operate it. No. Never! I don't want to ride it ever! Ellie? What's wrong? I'm so scared. That's why I'll never want to do it. This is a problem. How about if I ride with you? Everybody? Sorry, Fay. I'm sorry. Sorry. No. Thanks, everyone. Now, I know you hate to leave, but we should get going before dawn. I did some work on the radar, so it should work fine. They have left. Fay, where? They went far away. I go. Kane, making a ridiculous setup with Hyuga. He certainly has deficiencies compared to our digital existence, which permits us to use high-level logical thinking. He is restricted by his human form. Regardless, with just one machine, he annihilated Elritska. His powers must not be underestimated. We're already short on time. The key. Use the key. Even you are beginning to feel the pressure? Krellian. What is Kane's situation? The usual life extension treatments. He'll hold out for a while. Does that mean we may not make it in time? I wouldn't know. You spoke of using the key. Are you sure he can be eliminated? That we do not know. You know who he is. If he is the contact, there is a possibility that he may not transmigrate. It's an organism composed of multiple generations. It's a matter of probability. That does not mean that we can just remain idle. Yes, at the rate we are bound to make the same mistake, but we can't fail a second time. Well, don't worry. I sent Ramses to deal with him. What can a failure like him do? He couldn't even defend Elrond. What can you expect from trash like him? Even if he has an anime relic? The relic? The relic we recovered has been aligned with his gear. There shouldn't be any problems now. He should be able to use his full potential. You're going to take the task upon yourself? Although he transmigrated, wasn't he once one of you? I don't understand. I've thrown away all feelings of human emotions. All I need is her. But isn't that also an emotion? Of course. Is that a blunder? You are irritating. Do you wish to cease your existence? Fine. We shall leave it at that. Elrenk? I cannot read what that Solaris city is called. I have no idea how to say that. Elhaim? Yes. This is the place. I want you to bring her here. She is an important woman to me. Don't be ridiculous. Why do I have to listen to you? If you need her, go get her yourself. You're quite right. But, can you say the same thing after looking at this? This is... Your gear and the Animo relic have been aligned. This is the Xenogear. Now, she is with Fay. What? Losing those battles against Fay again and again. I believe it's because of the difference in the performance of the gears. I think you'll be able to use 100% of its abilities. So how about it? However, if you fail with this, you truly are trash. Ramses, will you go? Car, are you going? Yes. I'll get rid of him with my own hands. Be careful. I believe in you no matter what the others say. Fay. What a lonesome name. I worked my way up on my own. But he ruined it again. That signal! It's him. I'm not trash. I'm not worthless! What kind of gear is that? Xenogear! According to the readings, it's clearly different from the one Bart's using or the one in Cheved. You think it's the perfect gear? Perfect gear? Remember what Satan said? He said that the Xenogears are controlled by mental waves. The power, the potential varies depending on the rate of synchronization. The numbers indicate complete synchronization. Oh, he's gaining on us. Slow! Too slow! They're catching up with us! Your performance is sad! I knew you'd be here. Ramses? Turn Lieutenant L'Chaim over to me, Fay. What? Why do I have to turn Ellie over to you? Oh, I get it. It's Krellion's idea, isn't it? I don't think so. You can't expect me to comply. I can take her by force if you wish. But then, don't expect to ever be able to hold her in your arms again. Fay! Don't worry. I'll protect you. Impressive words. Fay, I intend to take everything away from you! Oh dear. This isn't even a real battle, for God's sakes. This is your final warning. Hand over Lieutenant L'Chaim now. I refuse to. Are you sure you want to refuse me? It'll be too late for you to change your mind later. Stop your stupid boasting. Well then, I guess I'll have to show you if I'm boasting or not. So be it. No holding back. and no holds barred. Come on, come on! What poor form? What's wrong, Fay? In the presence of my vendetta, your Vital is only an infant. Incredible. The undeniable difference in power. Ming, are you watching this? At this rate, with this power, I can defeat him. Ramses, listen, I surrender. So please stop attacking us this instant. What are you saying? If you do that, it's me that he wants. I can't drag you into danger just over me. Stop attacking! Ramses! If I'm what you want, then just take me. Win! I can win! I'm not the worthless one! Ramses, can't you hear us? He's lost himself in the overwhelming power of his gear. Fay, we had better run. It's over for you, Fay Fong Wong! I'm not the worthless one! Huh? Oh, I've taken out the lieutenant too! Damn. I forgot about my orders. Oh well. To hell with Krellion's orders. Well, I don't think that quite worked out as anyone planned. Damn. The bleeding. The bleeding won't stop. If things don't change. At this rate, Ellie's not gonna make it. Ellie, hang in there. Ellie, I'll save you. I promise. Ellie! Oh yes, yes, I think I will freaking save you horrible people. For God's sakes. Oh, man, that was messed up. I'm not even gonna get into the stuff I went through to get this done. Oh my god. This was the most troublesome episode yet, by a pretty wide margin. Insert Disc 2. At long freaking last, Disc 1 is done. Now, that does not mean that we got to the halfway point. We're well into the game at this point. As I've said many times, Disc 2, they obviously ran out of money. It leaves something to be desired. I mean, the story's still kind of good, but it's clear that this game was meant to be even longer than it actually ended up being, and they either ran out of money or time. It's hard to say, or both. Who knows? But something clearly went wrong. You'll see. You'll see what I mean by the power of chairs. You will see a chair. One chair, really. It's just one chair. Alright, since I haven't been able to talk at all this entire episode, because the entire thing was just one long dialogue thing, so much was just revealed. I hope you were able to catch all of it. And there's still a little bit more to be revealed, but if you've been paying attention, you can actually figure it out. But next episode is going to be more explicit. So, Id and Fay are the same person. I mentioned, like, I think in the first episode that this game has Freudian influences. Freud had a theory about the human psyche that it was actually split up into three groups. The ego, the superego, and the id. It's very, like, the word id is like a clue even right there. And Fay actually has three personalities. There's the original personality, which we don't know anything about. Id calls him the coward. There's the personality that we're led to believe is the only personality, which is Fay. I guess he could be called the super ego, because he is made to be, like, the hero. And then there's the id, who is like selfish, impulsive desires. And yeah, all the same person. There's also a lot of influences from another psychologist. It might be like Jung or something, I don't know, but he was like into like mind secrets, so like everyone had like these secret hidden desires and memories that could be found like through hypnosis and stuff like that, which is pretty debatable, I think, but so is the concept of multiple personalities. So, I mean, what else was figured out? We know who the floaty head guys are. They're the Gazelle Ministry. And they were trying to resurrect themselves in the bodies of the main characters. We find out that Fay is something called the Contract, but we don't know what that is. We've been told that Ellie is something called the Mother. We find out that the Executioner is Meng. We find out that she seems to be somewhat working with Krellian or not, but what the hell her motives are completely ridiculous, because there's been a few times she's helped us, but she's also, like, hurt us. So much exposition. Oh, and what about Hammer? What a douche. Man, that guy really is a rat in more ways than one. Oh, man. But yeah, I just had to ramble on because I haven't been able to say anything the whole episode. So, next time we'll go to episode 2. Most of the episode is, I mean, I don't know how long the exposition is, but there's gonna probably be at least like another hour. I'm CrossKnights. Thank you very much for watching, the people that are still watching this. It's a lot to ask someone to watch something that's like 40 hours, but thanks. It makes it worth doing this. I'll see you on Disc 2.